Today on Raising Reina we are doing something a bit different, so of course for that we are headed into Brighton, and today we are going to a BYOB comedy show. So that is, BYOB is for Bring Your Own Baby, and that is at the Komedia in Brighton. So first fail of the day, and I've forgotten the electric part of my breast pump. So luckily my partner's at home and he's going to bring it down to me at the train station. I'm going to grab it from him and meet the train. A baby change at Brighton station as well, so I just thought I'll show you that whilst I'm here. So that's the baby change. I've actually got the sewing machine as well, which is kind of handy with like nappies and Sudocrem and Calpol, which is kind of handy, I suppose. Definitely big enough to bring your pram in. You do have to ask for the key though from a member of staff. Here is the Komedia in Brighton, but we actually, for the comedy, we actually go into the back entrance, which I will show you, just because of obviously the all the prams that people will be bringing with them. And I will show you all the setup of that. So this is Regent Street, and this is the street that you enter the comedy. So you'll probably see other mums with prams and stuff, which is what I've seen. That was just the most fun. Like really enjoyed it, way more than I thought it would. And it was so busy, I couldn't believe, I've never seen so many pushchairs and babies in my life. I kind of thought there'd be like 10 people there. Couldn't have been more wrong. It was rammed. I will definitely do that again. It was so fun. There was loads of people there. You felt super comfortable, like changing your baby, feeding your baby, doing whatever you needed to do. And the comedy was great fun for the adults. So absolute winner in my book, and I will run through all the pricing and everything once I'm home. Okay, so Reina and I are out for lunch now after the comedy, which we really enjoyed. So to give you the information on it, I went to the one in Brighton in the Komedia. To enter the premises, because of all the prams obviously people bring, you have to go on Regent Street, and there's an entrance at the back of Komedia. I filmed it and put it in the vlog, but that's how you enter. And then there's like a pram storage area where you leave all your pram and you take your baby down. They recommend on the website bringing like a sling or one of those bumble little seat things, so I actually brought both of those with me. I found the sling, definitely bring it with you. It was super handy, like if you wanted to go up to go to the toilet or go to the bar or anything like that. It was really handy having Reina in the sling. I also bought her bumble with me because my pram's got quite a big like basket underneath. And I would bring that again, but it's not necessary. A lot of women just had their babies on their laps or on the floor, things like that. But I did like having the bumble for Reina. It meant she could sit in the little seat next to me and watch the comedy and the other children. It was really nice. Price wise, if you buy your ticket online it's $13.50. On the door it's $14.50, so a little bit cheaper if you book in advance. It is on monthly. So as I mentioned, I went to the one in Brighton, but there are some in London also, at Finsbury Park, Crystal Palace and Clapham. So if you're based around that area, you can go to it there. The comedy itself is like of an adult nature, so the babies are not allowed to be any older than 15 months for that reason. Obviously the babies are making noise throughout the comedy, not a problem. They do ask the adults to not talk over the comedians, and people seemed to be cool with that. Obviously it was very noisy in there with all the kids, but it was really good fun, and I enjoyed the comedy. They also have a baby changing area set up in there. which was handy, but to be honest you could probably just put your mat on the floor and change your baby. I don't think anyone would be bothered. And of course you can feed your baby bottle or breast, whatever you want at any time, and that's completely fine, as it should be. The bar, it's like a fully stocked bar with soft drinks, hot drinks, alcohol, and they've got like alcohol free beer on draft as well, which was quite good. So for lunch we have decided to come to the Red Roaster in Brighton, which is by the Brighton Dome. The reason I've chosen to come here is because they have lots of seats inside and outside, and they're also really quite spread apart, so it's great if you've got a pram with you. There's loads of room and privacy if you want to feed or anything like that. They also have really good baby changing, and they at the moment, because it's the winter, are doing like a winter special menu, which I'll also put in the video, and I'll let you know how the food is. But nearby to the Komedia, so not too far, and a nice spot to come to for lunch afterwards, especially if you're lucky like today and the sun is shining and you can sit outside. Nice big baby changing in here. You've got the baby changing there, and a toilet as well, and tons of room. You can definitely bring your pram in here, no problem. Hope you enjoy the video, and this has been Raising Reina, and we'll see you for our next adventure.